All right, shalom, shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Dabonus to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Ruel. And salutations to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, pushing the word and truth and sincerity. This is I arrive at Great Millstone, Wisconsin. And the clip you just seen was a clip of the I think Stars TV show American Gods. You had Orlando Jones playing the African spider god of Anansi, and his speech was basically about how, about the condition of, Israel and America, which is completely shit. I just wanted to put this together in response to the, Black History Month. There's really nothing to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why there's nothing to celebrate is because our people are still in a perilous situation, dealing with the devil that the Bible speaks of. There's no way for us to get ahead there's no way for us to get ahead or prosper in the society, seeing that it's not ours, seeing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is reigning on the earth, and, this whole month has been, is going to be a tribute to, remembering things that Israelites have done for the betterment of this society. But no one's remembering Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. No one's remembering, the prophets that are sacrificing themselves for the betterment of the new world to come, which is the kingdom of heaven, and no one remembers that the reason why we're in this current situation where we even have to have a so-called Black History Month where Israelite history is taught, which is an insult. But the reason why we even have that is because of the state of oppression that our people are in, and it has never left since physical slavery, But if anything has been penetrated on a deeper psychological level, being in corporate slavery, man, And the reason why we're in this predicament is because we failed to hearken onto the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So what Orlando Jones said in the clip was correct, Once there was a man, and he got fucked. And that's the condition of all of Israel and America, man, And the so-called, the establishment, the Galactic Empire, I like to say, would have it so, man, It's Deuteronomy 20:15. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." And the thing is that we didn't hearken unto the Lord, We forgot the Lord, And the curses have overtaken us, man, And part of those curses was, verse 68, going into slavery, man. Going into shadow slavery with ships. That was a curse, man, which you seen that curse on that clip, man. Another curse, verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city and cursed thou shalt be in the field. So we're going to be cursed in the city and we're going to be cursed wherever we go, man. Being shot down in the streets, being the object of, prejudice and discrimination and economic discrimination, verse 17, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store, So we're not going to be able to own any or prosper in any businesses, at least the majority of us, the ones that haven't figured out, how to turn aside to Satan and sell out to the spiritual demon, Verse 18, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land. So this is why, certain diseases, are the leading killers of Israel, man, such as heart disease and AIDS, and cancer, various forms of cancer, lung cancer, stomach cancer, skin cancer, lupus. And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. So even our land is going to be cursed, man. If you have Israelites that own some type of land, that have farms or that raise, chickens or, have gardens and things like that. That's going to be cursed as well, man. So the food that we eat is cursed, you know, our bodies are cursed, and they break down and they get ridden with mucus and diseases as much as we like to try to work out and keep fit, you know. Verse 19, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. So we come into this world cursed, and we when we die, we're coming out of this world cursed, man. Because as long as we live, Jake is going to be under the curses, man, until Yahweh Bashem Yahushua returns to lift the curses off of us. That's just what it is, man. That's why Jake is poor, shot down in the streets, unrecognized in a society that Jake tries so hard to assimilate in. And a part of that assimilation is this whole Black History Month charade, man, because when you look at Esau and the way that they treat Jake, in society, they don't care about our plight. They don't care about, our struggles or any of that, because they've created them, So them giving Jake a month of so-called celebration to celebrate their accomplishments, to what they've contributed to, this Fox society, is an insult, man. This is something that was just given to Jake to keep Jake from complaining, man, to get Jake to shut the hell up, But inwardly, this is Psalm 73:7, it says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. So when you look at that, they're already at a heavy advantage when it comes to Jake, on this side of the world, and anywhere in the world, pretty much, pursuant to the curses. So they're always going to be up above us, have more money than we do, have less cares in the world than we have, because this is their society, Verse 8, it says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. So when you look at that, they're corrupt, meaning that they have no light in them. Something that's corrupt means broken. So when it comes to E, his morals are broken, man. He doesn't know right from wrong. That's somebody that has a broken spirit. That's malfunctioning. And they speak wickedly concerning oppression, meaning, like I said earlier, they don't care about our plight. They don't care about what's going on in the so-called Black community, in Latino communities, and Native American communities, And they speak loftily, meaning prideful, man. They hate us niggas, spicks and wetbacks. I don't know what's going to take for Jake to get this through their head, man. It says, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth, So they set their mouth against the Most High. And a part of that is setting their mouth against his people, man. And the stereotypes, that's another curse, being a proverb and a byword, throwing us in prison, and saying and coming up with statistics on how Jake is going to be either dead or in jail by their 21st birthdays, man, And when we breed children, we're just breeding other little convicts and deviants, This is how the so-called white man thinks about you. And this is how he's groomed society to think about you. But yet, we want to assimilate so bad that we would even take something as minuscule as a month to celebrate, our so-called accomplishments in this world, man, to this country that's enslaved us, raped, robbed, and beaten us, and deprived us of our dignity, That's hell, man. That's hell when you, that's Stockholm syndrome, when you are accepting the oppression that your oppressor is bestowing upon you, and you want validation so bad that you're willing to take any crumb that he gives you, and don't even realize that this whole thing is an insult, man. This is Isaiah 42:22, like I was saying earlier about, being thrown in prison. It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, man, meaning traps. You know, everything is a trap set up for Jake in this world. No matter if it's the legal system, or if it's amassing credit, amassing some businesses, you know, being stuck in a 9 to 5 job, being paid low wages, and being overworked, which is still slavery, you know. The education centers, these schools, is another trap because we're being dumbed down, you know, and we're not given the knowledge that these other nations were given to amass generational wealth in the society and things of that nature. And they are hid in prison houses, you know. So we are thrown to jail, and we are thrown in jail, what, 80% more than other nations here in America? And out of all the prisons in America, which America houses, roughly 75% of the world's convicts, and this is the country where there are the most prisons and correctional centers. It's all filled with who? With Jake, man. They just throw our lives away and eat the key. It says it says they are hid in prison houses. So when you look at that, not only are we physically prisoners, but our minds are in a prison as well. Why? Because we don't have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to lean on. We were never taught Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And growing up in these education centers, we've been dumbed down to such a primal animalistic level, that all we know is violence, stealing, things that are instinctual, that land us in these prison houses. It says they are for a prey and none delivereth, for a spoil and none saith restore. Like I said, they just throw our lives away, man, and they eat the keys. They throw Jake away and he's never to be seen again. And you can see that clearly in the movie Just Mercy, man. If brothers haven't went to go see Just Mercy yet, Just Mercy was and that was a bad movie because it showed you exactly what they were doing to Jake on a daily basis. Him and Jake up for petty crimes and throwing us in jail for life, and then giving us death row, putting us on death row and putting us to death, man, for the most petty crimes, and nobody saith restore. Nobody cares, man. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai cares, man. But Jake needs to realize that we have to remember Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's what we should be remembering. We shouldn't be remembering everything that we did to advance this society, man. We should be remembering Yahweh Bashem Yahushai so we can be delivered from this society. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So we're supposed to remember the Lord while, we have comfortability, while we're not running from city to city, and society is broken down, when there's martial law and there's pestilence and there's race riots and all hell is broken loose. That's when most people want to remember that there's a God, man. When they're going through some type of dire straits and they're about to be put to death. But the Lord is calling us to remember him now, not to remember what Rosa Parks did on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama in 1963, man. Standing up for racial equality. That's crap in the side of the Lord, man. Especially when you go back to Deuteronomy, in the 32nd chapter, when it tells you that we're supposed to be separated from them. We're not supposed to assimilate, So what is Jake going on and on about want to remember the so-called accomplishments that we've had in this society when Esau doesn't even mark anything we do as an accomplishment? We need to be focused on accomplishing everything in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Because sooner or later the sun and the moon, and the stars will be darkened. You know, there won't be any knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the world anymore, you know, because it's going to be only a time for destruction, you know. That's what, like I said, that's when people want to remember that there's a God, man. But we should remember him now, you know, while the evil days come not, you know, so we can have a chance of repentance and deliverance, man. You know, so with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.